What is up, Planeswalker Se.3, back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. I don't have a ton of time, so we're just hopping right into it. We're also hopping directly into another rotation video, because I don't have enough time to test a new deck. So, we're doing this. I'm going to be talking for, a bit, because this is technically a different build, even though it is similar to the other builds of this deck in the rotation. So, if you don't need to see any more Muldrotha deck discussion, feel free to hop down to the video description and see the timestamps for the matchmakings. Now, anyway, this is a slightly different version. I believe at this point I have done an Explorer style Muldrotha deck. I have done a super heavy dump things into your bin style Muldrotha deck, and this one is slightly different in that we care a little bit less about dumping in creatures and a lot more about just ramping on into our later game plays and having a really good late game where we just have a lot of value thanks to our Planeswalkers, thanks to our Eldest Reborns and Izonis and Muldrothas. So that's kind of what this deck is about. We have limited, because of that, we've limited our bin suite. So we are only running one Citrus Supplier, because this deck isn't as focused on getting a bunch of things in the graveyard super fast. It's a lot more about getting to the late game. And before that, we are running some ramp here. But so we have one Citrus Supplier and 3 Glowspore Shaman. Glowspore Shaman is still ramp E in that it can guarantee you get a land drop playing it on turn 2. And it also helps that it does put things in the bin. Llanowar Elves is essentially only for the ramp. And late game, if you have to, you can sacrifice it to Vraska, you can sack it to Izoni, things like that. You can also sack it to Plaguecrafter, which is nice. District Guide, very similarly, she does just get a land. We don't run any gates in this deck, that's fine. But she is consistent, and that's why we're running this over Elvish Rejuvenator. Rejuvenator isn't guaranteed to hit a land, even though it does ramp you. This only guarantees a land drop. This is what I found is a little bit better just for that reason. If you found that you really want to accelerate, then swap these out for Elvish Rejuvenators. I also will say that the 2/2 body is, in my opinion, a bit more important in the style of deck, where we are trying to do something as we work into the late game. This is our kind of removal package here. We have 2 Deadweights. Deadweight is a fantastic card that we can get back with Muldrotha, and early game, it just outright kills a creature, and in the mid to late game, you can cripple something, right? You can make it so that a really, really large threat is no longer a super large threat. For example, a Rekindling Phoenix, instead of being a 4/3 and dealing a ton of damage, it becomes a 2/1. 2/1 in the air, not nearly as scary as a 4/3 in the air. Assassin's Trophy, we only have one of, and the reason for that is we can't recur it. And there just aren't a ton of things that we want to hit that we can't get with either something in our main deck or something in the sideboard. This, it hit enchantments and artifacts, but if it's small enough, Vraska does. And then Vivien and Big Vraska both hit both of those. If it's creatures, we have Plaguecrafter, Ravenous, and Deadweight. Plus the Planeswalkers, right? So there's just a lot less of a reason to play Assassin's Trophy. It's possible. I don't even want this one in the main deck. The reason it's in the main deck as a one-of is just maybe there's some random thing that's get really pesky and I need to have this single one-of. Other than that, it's relatively weak in this specific deck. 3 Plaguecrafters. It's pretty much great wherever you cast it, even if it's on an empty board of yours. Being able to get rid of a specific thing from your opponent is great. Obviously, in the go wide strategies, it's not nearly as good. That said, if you are able to have a Citrus Supplier or a Llanowar, pretty much any of the ramp cards, it's fine being able to just get rid of one of those, right? If you have turn 1 Llanowar Elves and you have plenty of mana in hand, you can just ramp this out, killing their tempo, killing their 2-drop, and getting rid of your own Llanowar Elf. Obviously, it's very hand dependent on whether or not you want to do something like that, but it's totally fine. Killing a Citrus Supplier, Golgari Shaman, even just sacking this if you really have to. If somehow your board is better, it's fine to do so here. Actually, you know what? I'm doing a mulligan on the fly here. I forgot that in the video yesterday, I crafted some Journey to Eternity, so we're actually going to put in some of those. So you know what? Forget what I said about Assassin's Trophy. It's not that great in this deck. We're throwing in some Journey to Eternities, which works really well with Plaguecrafter, since you can sacrifice the thing that you have Journey on. But I'm getting ahead of ourselves. Against Planeswalkers, forces them to sack. Really good against control. If they don't have anything, you can just get a card out of their hand. Chupacabra, it kills things. It kills things, and we can get it back. That's pretty much it. Find Finality, we get things back. And if we have to, we can use the board wipe. Very valuable. Journey to Eternity, a card that I just threw in here last second. It allows us to recur things. Since we have you know, the plenty of ability to sack things whenever we need to. Journey is going to go off more often than not. You do still need to be very careful on when you're going to play it. I'm totally fine running a single one of in this deck because we do have, you know, Findbrokers, we have Muldrotha. So even if it like mills itself, or gets milled, I should say, or, you know, in response our opponent gets rid of it, we have ways of getting it back, and we aren't too worried about losing out on it. It also, like, the deck doesn't revolve around it per se. It revolves a bit more around Muldrotha and our Planeswalkers. So, you know, it's a good card. I have it as a one-of. Feel free to play 2. I wouldn't play more than that. It is a legend on both sides, and it's mandatory, as I said in, I think, yesterday's video. So you're not going to want to have 2 of these, or 2 of these stuck in your hand, potentially. So, Findbroker, it gets things back that we need. If our Muldrotha dies or gets milled, we can Findbroker it back. We can rebuy our Eldest Reborns. It literally, it gets us whatever we want. It can even get Memorial to Folly to chain themselves. So, you know, you get this back, get a Memorial to Folly, or you cast this, get a Memorial to Folly. Once it dies, chain it back. So it's a nice mini value engine in the deck. Muldrotha, it gets back everything in the deck except for this. I just had to double check. Yes, this is the only non-permanent spell we're playing. Yeah, all right. Muldrotha, it gets back like everything. I'm not running 3. I used to in previous rotation. I'm not running 3 because it is technically a lot weaker now since there is a lot of graveyard hate. And the games don't go as long as they did. Even the red deck in the previous standard, it had such a good late game that you still never, like, you could still stabilize, but need a good late game. So that's why I had Muldrotha as a 3 of. It's only a 2 of here. It's not nearly as important since we do have, you know, Planeswalkers and stuff. So, but it's, you know, it's the cornerstone of the deck. Eldest Reborn, it gets back whatever, and it can get back by a lot of things. It's awesome. I would love to run 2 of these, but I don't really think I have room. As you can see, the list feels very tight. not a lot of wiggle room, in my opinion. Like there's a core, and then like you can put different cores in. You know, I wouldn't want to lower my amount of ramp in this specific deck. You could theoretically get rid of Stitcher Supplier, then you lose out a little bit on your turn 1 play. So, you know, it's a tight list. Maybe you get rid of a single Stitchers for another Eldest Reborn. That does skew your deck towards the late game a bit more, but Eldest Reborn's fantastic. Izoni, very similar. We don't dump cards in our bin, but cards, or creatures I should say, do end up in our bin. Izoni gets value out of that, and we can get it back a ton. That's pretty much it. We have Planeswalkers. I'm not going to talk too long about these, because, like, they're relatively obvious. Vraska, we can sack stuff and get extra value out of them, you know, with Journey, or just getting them back with Findbroker and things. We can destroy small things, which is very helpful early game. We're almost never going to ult. If we ult, we should win. Vivien, she gets value. We kill things. If we ult, we win. Vraska, she makes a dude, kills some stuff, and she ults, so we win. This is our current mana situation. It is pretty fine. I don't know how much Simic will help us, because as you can see, there's no blue cards in the main deck other than Muldrotha, and we have a small amount of blue in the sideboard. We don't care too much about how our main deck mana situation looks like. It's possible this is, like, not correct. It's possible we should be running fewer of Hinterland Harbor or something. I'm not entirely sure. But then we're going to go into our sideboard. It's very similar to the last one's sideboard, just because it is a similar-ish style of deck. 2 Moment of Craving against aggro. 2 Crawl Harpooner comes in against the Drake-style decks, Niv Mizzets, things like that, or Angels. Golden Demise against the Go Wide strategies. Deathgorge Scavenger against other graveyard decks. Thrashing Bronodon, just in case we come across like a random artifact enchantment deck. Thieves of Sanity against Control, and Karn's Tyrant against Control. As you can see, we're not running Duress or Thought Erasure. I figured that these should help us enough, since we do have a kind of okay starting deck against Control. And we are going to hop into competitive play with it, since we do have a sideboard. Cool. Under 10 minutes. And now we play the waiting game. Unfortunately, not a ton of... I kind of miss closed beta because there was always arena news. And welcome back, everyone. Going against Kokoro34. But yeah, closed beta had a ton of news, like, constantly, and I was able to talk about cool, fun things happening. And now, you know, we have the announcement for direct challenges for November 15th. But after that, not much. This is kind of a slow hand, but you know, we have District Guide into Plaguecrafter. We have all the mana we need. Should be fine. I do believe we are running 25 lands. It's possible in this ramp style deck we could cut that down. Oh, that is good. Except for the fact that I can't play it on turn 1. Darn. I guess that is something that the Simic Guild will bring, is extra ability to play Llanowar Elves on turn 1. Because we'll have green shocks as well. Or more green shocks, I should say. Alright, green of some sort. Let's see if it's mono or dual. Green-red. Alright, dinos perhaps? Maybe just green-red things. Sure, green-red things. Well, I can't play that if I don't play one of these. So I'm going to play one of these. I can't ramp into anything per se, right? Next turn I'd play my third. No, I'd be on 4. Don't fear the Reaper. I'm going... Part of me wants to block. And then just Plaguecrafter away their Midnight Reaper, but then they get 2 cards out of it. I don't really want them getting 2 cards out of it. And we're just drawing lands. Not great. I think we District Guide here. Yeah, we District Guide because it does thin our deck slightly. We'll go ahead and get a Swamp. It does technically thin our deck. Next turn we can Eldest Reborn. Probably just end up sacking the Branchwalker. Another Midnight Reaper. Well, I'm blocking this one. Yeah, I mean they're going to be able to draw a bunch of cards, but hopefully that's not going to matter too much. As long as we don't keep drawing lands. And of course we keep drawing lands. Yeah, I mean they're going to draw more cards, but I think it's correct to just get this Eldest Reborn down now. Seen 8 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 lands, 4 spells. Pretty bad in terms of flooding, but it could be worse. Let's see what my opponent plays. They're on Jund. They might just be playing Jund value here. A 3rd Midnight Reaper. Wow, okay. Alright, I can deadweight 1 and then Plaguecrafter the other one. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll be doing. So it's going to draw 3 cards from that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Might as well get in for some damage. It's crazy. I think we play Memorial to Folly. Yeah. That's so crazy, man. They had 3 Midnight Reapers. Yeah, I think we play Memorial here. I think we play that because we can, if we need to, we can play Watery Grave untapped. But I mean, at this point, you know, we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 8. That's pretty bad ratio of lands to spells, and our opponent was able to just get value here. Hopefully they don't have a way to destroy my Eldest Reborn. But, you know, if they do, we kind of have to just deal with that, I think. Just make sure the audio balance is fine. It looks fine. The music sounded a little bit loud to me, but no, seems fine. Opponent has, what, 8 cards still? Crazy. Yep, it got destroyed. That's unfortunate. But, I mean, most of our deck should be gas at this point. I mean, we're drawing relatively live, no matter what it is. That's bad. It means we can't get it back with Memorial, but... this is why I really hate playing Elves. They're terrible top decks. Obviously, with, you know, Vraska, or not Relic Seeker, Golgari Queen, the elf top decks are less bad, but... Yeah, Dinosaur Jund. Do I want to use this to get back a District Guide? Not really. I think I'm just going to take my lumps here. And hope I draw something good, please. Yeah, I think this is just a good hand for my opponent, bad hand for me type situation. I don't really think I could. All right. Thought about conceding. 4. We have 10 out of probably 25 lands out of the top 15 cards of our deck. Jeez. Did I do the math right? 16, whatever. I mean, I guess I could get Memorial to Folly back, but I don't think there's much coming back from this. I'd rather just try and get in more good games than deal with that actual nonsense. They had... Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of relatively small creatures. They also did have large creatures, which makes me not want... That doesn't... I don't love bringing in Moment of Craving Golden Demise. I'm actually going to do it like this. I don't think I care about Carnage Tower or this. Brontodon. I don't think I bring in any of those. I think what I do, though, is... I think Eldest Reborn is actually not great here. How many lands is it? No, it's only 24 lands, and we got 10 from the top 15 or 16. That's awful. Yeah, I think we take that out. Findbroker still seems fine. I like Finality in this matchup, so even though I don't think I'm gonna use Find, I think Finality is still fine. Queen kills some things. I always hesitate to take out a lot of my top end here. Maybe it's incorrect to bring in Golden Demise in this matchup. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll take it out. They obviously had larger creatures. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible I should have brought it in. You might be wondering why I decided to keep in Moment of Craving over... Don't make me regret keeping this hand. Like, it's a fine hand. If I draw nothing but lands, it's bad. You might be wondering why I kept in Moment of Craving over Golden Demise. The reason is Moment of Craving is a little bit more flexible in what it can do. Alright, so this is fine. On turn 3, we can Plaguecrafter. On turn 4, Chupacabra. So, see what our opponent does. Bridgewalker, sure. And just a land, very similar stock to the last one. And actually, this is better. We can go in District Guide instead. This helps us with our mana situation. I'm going to keep this over here, just to remember that our opponent knows we have this card. Because if I play this, they're going to still see that we have another swamp, and they have more information there. Do I trade here? I don't see a reason not to necessarily. I think we have a better... I think we do have a better late game than our opponent. I think we just kind of got screwed over. Sure. Yeah. I'm fine just Chupacabring that. Especially since I do have Plaguecrafter. So here on the following turn, I can Tomb into Crafter and then Swamp into Vraska. So I mean, I think we have a good curve, good position to be in. Yeah, especially after that. We don't even need to Plaguecrafter here, so we just go ahead and attack. Let's see. Only one thing. Nah, we don't do anything. So our opponent can be on 5 here. They could play Regisaur. Yep. So do I Vraska? I think what I do is I Vraska kill Regisaur. I mean, I could Finality here. That's not very good. I think it's better to Vraska kill Regisaur. Because I don't want them having haste on any other dinosaurs they might have. If they attack with her 3/3 at Vraska, she will take some damage. But that's potentially fine. Obviously, Vraska could die. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. Attacks. Our opponent just playing like value Jund, I guess. Is there a better 5-drop in Jund? It's like 7/7 worth of stats. It seems fine. Yep. They're going to attack Vraska. I'm going to block. I will say, usually I do practice even with rotation decks. I just didn't have time today. Got a lot of stuff to do. So, I'm saving essentially like half an hour. Vivien Reid. Okay.
Wild animals I like. You can't stop nature.
I can't kill Vivien unless I get removal for this, because Vraska took damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do not have. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, darn. I can kill this. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Nope, darn. Alright, I'm just gonna find. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Hopefully next turn I'll be able to kill Vivien by using like Finality into Plaguecrafter, I guess. Put on Jund. I really enjoy that. Jund versus Sultai. Yep.
No one knows the wild.
See what value you get here. Midnight Reaper. I don't care too much about Midnight Reaper. 4, 6, 7. Yep, alpha. That's fine. I can and probably will double block the 3/3. Yeah, I see no reason not to. Because if this dies, I can -3 on this and Plaguecrafter this a lot more easily. I think they were correct in leaving my Chupacabra alive. They saw that I have Graveyard Recursion. Cool. So now I can minus on this, play Plaguecrafter. Would I sack itself? I don't know. I guess I could play District Guide and sack that instead. Yeah, that way I get in some damage still. Take action. This. Die, please. Thank you. And then Plaguecrafter here. Sack this. They have to sack their Vivien. I get in for some damage. No reason to do that yet. Put it on 6 cards. I'm on 4, but I mean, fine Finality is. Oh, interesting. You may cast that card, spend mana as though there's any mana. So unless they have another land, they're not going to be able to Finality me. They can't just find back double Registrar. Seems decent. That's good. I mean, it's good value. I applaud you. Direfleet Daredevil doing some work here. Of note, if they do get back both Registrars, they're not going to be able to cast either of them. Yep, that's what they do. I mean, that's totally reasonable. That was a good play. Midnight Reaper, sure. Season don't fear the Reaper, nor do the wind or the sun and the rain. It'll be like they are. Come on over, don't fear the Reaper. I really shouldn't sing. I mean, I just like, I could Finality here, but like, I don't wanna. I can't really Finality here, unfortunately. Just because of the Registrars coming down. Plaguecrafter doesn't do much, honestly. Just gets rid of this. I guess honestly should have kept in the other board, but I mean, I'm almost certainly going to be using Finality next turn or something to that effect. It's Plaguecrafter. Holy crap! And we'll go and get rid of the Chupacabra. We're not going to attack, so yeah, that's fine. And yeah, I think we just do this. I could Izoni? Not many eyes, but if she dies, I can find it back. Alternatively, I could find back Chup and kill the Reaper. I guess technically I could have done it first. You know what? I'm gonna do it. It might be incorrect. It might be an overzealous use of Chup, or of find to get Chup, but and I'll attack for 3. They got more value than they should have. I should have done this first. Oh wait, no, because I sacked it. Never mind. Yeah, I'm dumb. I sacked it to the first Plaguecrafter. Ignore me. I'm sure plenty of you have been. Rude.
Big mistake.
I think I have, what, an island left? Yeah. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 10 mana. So, sure, that's fine. Muldrotha can get me back nothing right now. I can block there pretty easily. Oh, that sucks. Oh, deadweight. I'm really tempted to attack with everything here and then just deadweight after they absolutely block. Opponent is 11. I'm gonna pressure their life total. I don't feel like I'm under too much of a threat of dying. Yeah, you can't block like that. I mean, that's one of the reasons I did it, is they can't get free value. So I'm getting, you know, a trade. Kill this. Play District Guide. I still don't think I play Izoni yet because I'm probably going to be using Finality. I don't think I have any more. No, I had an island, so I'm going to decline. I could have shuffled, but like I don't know anything about my deck. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know anything about my deck. Fun fact: if you scry something to the bottom, it'll show it there. They might attack me for 3. I don't think they should. I would love if they cast another creature here. They took some damage. That's not a creature. That's a Vivien Reid. I don't appreciate that.
The wild wasn't meant. Every fight makes things come to me.
What do I do about this? That's a bad thing to see. I can get double Plaguecrafter. Plaguecrafter once. Man, yeah, this is not... That Vivien Reid is real bad. Let's see. Izoni, I don't think is great here. Finality... If I double Plaguecrafter and just suicide both the Plaguecrafters, I could get 4 out on Vivien. Man, I'm really not certain. Like it's such an investment with a relatively little payoff, but our opponent's deck, you know, I like it. You know, I appreciate this. Like, I haven't this. Let me know in the comments if this is like an actual deck that people have been playing. But you know, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen a list for this. So you know, I appreciate the pseudo innovation. You know, the innovation to extent that my opponent's playing. What does that sound? I hope you guys can't hear it, but it's just like a woo 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 sound.
My newest friend.
And it's freaking me out a little bit. Oh, good. And their deck is just consistent. It's just removal, alphas, reapers, dire fleets, and branchwalkers. That's like actually all I've seen. Fuck. Yeah, I mean that's incredibly bad for us. The fact that they're able to just keep buying our find back is ridiculous. I would love to get a Muldrotha. What? I guess that protects their Vivien Reid. Like, yeah, I guess that's reasonable. We kept Lava Coil, of course. Izoni can sack 2 things to draw some cards. I think I'm just do it. I don't love it, but I'm just gonna sack 1 now. Of course, they kept Lava Coil on top. My opponent's deck is good, right? I don't have mana for this, and of course, it's gonna get sacked. Yeah, I've no, because Lava Coil, if that creature would die, exile it instead, so it doesn't actually die. Fudge. And then she can destroy enchantments, so I can't do it now. Fudge. I'm getting outvalued by Jund deck. I'm getting Junded. Dang. I mean, kudos to my opponent. They made a good deck. I've not seen this anywhere. Again, let me know if this is like a deck that someone else did make. It's cool though. I appreciate it. I appreciate the what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'll sack a thing. This does make it so I can't double block and kill it. If they attack, I don't care. Glowspore, sure. I need a Plaguecrafter, I guess. And I need my opponent not to have instant speed removal. Rekindling Phoenix. Yep. They just put all the good Jund cards together. Ah. And they kept it on top. All right, we have to use Journey, or else it's gonna get used. No blocks. I guess an argument could be made to like Journey onto this or something. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 mana. As long as my opponent doesn't have exactly... Yeah, as long as my opponent doesn't have exactly instant speed removal, we should be okay. So we Journey on Findbroker and hope our opponent... Okay. And then we Findbroker, or we Plaguecrafter, sacking Findbroker. Sure, that's fine, I don't care. And then we get Deadweight. You fool! You've fallen into my trap. Aha! Alright. We in this, boys. We are not out of the game yet. Duress me, I don't care. You will get nothing. Good day, sir. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Alright, what do we have? We have Plaguecrafters. We have Plaguecrafters for days. What do you have? What do you have in your hand? Sure. Yep, that's fine.
Balance comes.
I hate you. I hate everything that you stand for. I hope everything bad in the world happens to you and only you. You monster of a person. Yep. It becomes harder now. They exiled our fucking Ravenous Chupacabra. We got a land. The land isn't great. We're going to Glowspore Shaman first. We need to dump things in our bin that are good. No, decline. I don't want any of that nonsense. This is what we got? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? This only gets back a creature, right? Awesome. I love it. I guess we play this tapped. That's on 5. God damn it. We have 4 turns. Well, we die in 4 turns. Sure. I don't know if we have anything else. We don't. What can I get just for value? Like just Plaguecrafter, and then they sack and draw cards, so I can't get Plaguecrafter ever. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think I just have to pass here. What can I attack with? Yeah, that doesn't do anything for me. No, because I don't have targeted... I lost my Chupacabra. I don't have target removal anymore because my opponent's playing good cards. I will say, I'm super glad I'm playing against, like, an actually good mid-range deck.
That would break someone like you.
I love you, my opponent. You're cool. You're playing a cool deck that goes against convention, and it's doing well. To be fair, it's doing well against a not necessarily good deck. I would not consider this deck good. Assume we're going to attack with me a Phoenix, and that it. Yep, that's fine. Can't really do anything else. Do anything about that. I guess I could have gotten Plaguecrafter back before they dealt damage to me. Oh my gosh. Are they just send everyone at Vivien? No, because I just die if they block. Can I send everything at the face? They have 5 blockers. I have 6 attackers, so only 1 damage would get through. But things would die, and then I could get things back. Oh, screw it. I don't think, since I'm drawing relatively poorly, I don't think I can get out of this any other way. I think I have to kind of hope. Yep, so that's fine. I'm fine with Findbroker dying. Because everything he has die will lose them at least 1 life. So that's 1 life. So right now I'm counting 2, because I assume my little insect won't be blocked. That's okay, so that's not dying. That's 3. Or yeah, 3 total damage. It's 2 damage. Well, that's death, isn't it? Because won't he have 2 triggers? Oh, it's only 1 trigger. Yes, but I'd Plaguecrafter. No, he could have still won. I could have Plaguecrafter. He would have gotten rid of Vivien Reid, and he'd be fine. All right, 1,000% Golden Demise coming in the deck. Honestly, Thief's Sandy might be good here. Let's see. Deathgore Scavenger. I don't think is super important. I could eat my own finds. I don't know. I like Thief's Sanity, even though my opponent plays Vivien. I'm super not sure though. Moment of Craving, I don't actually know. I still like Moment of Craving here. God, it's so hard. Izoni's not great in this matchup. Thief's Sandy's probably wrong. All right, let's do this. Brought back in the Wraths. All right, I think my opponent was mistaken there. They could have sacked Vivien. I would have only been able to get back 1 thing there, so... Journey to Eternity early is really good here. I don't have anything to put it on, though. Oh, man. Fudge. This... I'm going to keep it. It's very risky. I kind of expect to lose. But let's go ahead and Memorial to Folly here. Can't play anything until turn 3, and even then, it's not super great. They didn't have a turn 2, which is good for me. They had Duress, though. I assume they're getting rid of Journey. No, Vraska, maybe? Yeah. Luckily, I can get it back. So this is another tapped. We can Plaguecrafter. Don't have anything else, though. Right, they're playing something. Midnight Reaper? Yeah. So I can Plaguecrafter. It's not super great. Ooh, I could Dead Weight instead. Would I rather Dead Weight here? I would rather Dead Weight here. I'd rather save my Plaguecrafter. Because it's possible I don't do anything next turn. And if my opponent also doesn't do anything next turn, and then they play Vivien on 5, I want to be able to kill it. So let's see. Do you have anything here? Phoenix. Phoenix is bad. Oh, we're going to go ahead and play this tapped. Not really a reason to play. So now I do wish that I did it in the other order. Damn, that Phoenix is going to suck. My opponent does have perfect information on me right now. That hurts. Let's see a Vivien here. Yep. They would have played Register pre-combat. Okay, they just made a mistake. Next turn I take 8, 11. I can Finality the turn after and then die? Oh no, I'd be at 1. Okay, I pretty much have to play this here. They sack Phoenix every time. So I think I would rather keep Plaguecrafter. Wow, that one decision to use the Deadweight instead of Plaguecrafter. So yeah, I'm at 5. Here, I'm gonna Finality. And they have Vraska. Great. Awesome. I love it. Why? So I can Finality. Then I go to 1. I can't even Plaguecrafter. Yeah, I'm dead. I'd rather just get another game. Oh, that's so disappointing. I mean, my opponent beat me straight up, like fair and square. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. First game, I definitely drew too many lands. Second game, I did not deserve to win, I don't think. And third game, I don't know. I guess I keep a just bad hand because it's too slow, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna have to like rewatch that one. Johnny Blaze. All right then. Member of one of the least loved hero franchises. Why do I keep getting so much land? I only had 24. It's so slow. It does nothing. It does actual nothing. Like if I'm going against red here, I'm just dead. I think I have to mulligan that. Are you kidding me? I'm keeping. There we go. The greed pays off, boys. Alright, so we turn 1, Llanowar Elves. Turn 2, District Guide. Turn 3, how much would we have? We have 4 mana. I guess we Stitch Supply or something. And after that, we ride Vivien Reid to victory. That is the plan. What do you have, opponent? Green-black of some sort? Sure, sure. I can't wait for everyone in the comments to be like, oh yeah, that Jund deck, totally just a top 5 thing. I haven't seen it. I legit haven't seen that deck. I've had like no time today to do any sort of Bolted the Bird. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we got a 3rd land though, so that's good. A Stitch Supplier. Alright, we're gonna get slowed down a little bit, but should be fine. Losing our island is actually kind of bad. Just so people know, I play the island so I can get it with District Guide. Can't get it with District Guide now. That said, we don't need blue for a while. Ooh, that's not great. I think I discard Vivien Reid. They're playing Sultai, but they're playing the control deck. I think I discard Vivien Reid and just hope I can Muldrotha them. But we mulligan. Oh, okay. We mulligan against a discard deck. That's already bad, right? Fudge. Yeah, this is disappointing. Especially since we like have to keep the forest because we want to be able to cast our Vivien. But I mean, here they could Thought Erasure, take our Muldrotha, and we'd just be in a terrible situation. What? I don't know what anything is anymore. Do I have 2 creatures? I do. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Find. We get both of these. And I'm going to cast 1. This also means that we can discard Llanowar Elves, which is helpful. We can put Watery Grave on top. I think we just put the island on top. We don't need to lose any extra life. We don't attack there because we want to draw the island. Journey to Eternity is really helpful. That said, I do think we just Vivien Reid next turn. Eldest Reborn, we kind of have to get rid of... Oh, crap. We cannot get rid of Sigil Supplier because it mills our 5th land, and we need the 5th land. Oh, man. But now we're not going to be able to block Josephus. I guess that's fine. We will get rid of District Guide. Sure, we'll get rid of District Guide. What of ours can they steal? Vivien Reid? Sure. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna Vivien Reid destroying that. You can F all the way off. So they attack. I take 4. That's fine. Decide not to attack. Sure. It's reasonable. So Eldest Reborn's gone. And now I'll double block this to protect my Vivien. Obviously, if my opponent has removal, they can kill Vivien. But if I draw land, next turn I can Muldrotha, which I'm actually not sure I will. I double block this every day. I have to. It has Menace, just for those of you who are concerned. But I do that so I can keep my Vivien around. I think it's more likely that my opponent's going to make me discard than that they're going to exile something of mine. So I kind of would rather play the Muldrotha. That's bad, but it doesn't get rid of anything of mine.
I'm not losing everything again.
Chupacabra. Oh, right. Yeah. Made me sack. Darn. So she was going to get lost anyway. That said. Oh, crap. I lost 2 of my finds. Damn it. Why am I facing decks that are good against me? Come on. I can't play Llanowar Elves because I need to discard it to Eldest Reborn. And they're just going to take my freaking Vivien Reid. I wanted to play it so I could play my Muldrotha next turn. But see, here, they're going to Surveil and then play Disformation Campaign. Well, they can't play Disformation Campaign. But they're going to get Josephus back, I guess. That's fine. They're going to take my Vivien Reid. Oh, they're going to get Doom Whisper. That's fine. They can't cast it this turn. That does mean, like, I have to play Muldrotha, or else I lose it. Ugh. Of course I can't. I guess I don't cast this either. I'm not out of the game yet. I feel as if I like am though, because they steal my Vivien Reid here. They just get a ton of value. They force me to discard my Llanowar Elf. I need to top deck a land in order to play Muldrotha, and even after I play Muldrotha, it probably just dies to removal that my opponent is holding. So
meet my newest friend.
Sure, that's fine. If, and only if, I'm able to, like, play Muldrotha, have it survive a turn, then I can maybe crawl back into the game. But as it is right now, I don't think I can. We're also dead in 2 turns. So the question is, do I show them Muldrotha? They didn't see Muldrotha. Yeah. The problem is they know enough about my deck that they know I'm a graveyard deck. Is it worth casting Muldrotha? I know a third of their hand. They're going to draw 1 card and then a creature or land. I could get back Vivien Reid. Vivien Reid kills the Doom Whisperer, I guess. I guess that's my plan of action is hope Muldrotha doesn't die, play Vivien Reid, kill Doom Whisperer with it. That's all I can really do. I guess I attack there. I'm not doing any blocking, so.
Strike me, and you strike nature.
My opponent's, of course, going to scry, or surveil, I should say, getting the best thing on top. They have 5 cards in the graveyard right now, so we want to pay attention to see what they put in. Yeah, it's going to bounce here. Okay, so they put both in. Thought Erasure, yeah, I have no cards in hand. Yep. And they're under, like, no pressure by me, unfortunately. Put both in again. 2 lands. Yeah, they're probably going to do this down to, like, 12. Or 13, I should say. Only put 1 in that time. It was 5, 7, 9, 10, so. Whatever that was on top, they wanted it. Probably removal.
Things that would break someone like you.
In my opinion, if it was removal, okay. I don't think they should have activated Vivien Reid first. I think they should have killed Muldrotha first if it is removal, but let's see what happens. If I can cast my Vivien Reid, maybe we can come back and win this game. Maybe. We also would be able to play a Llanowar Elf for what that's worth. That's fine. Let's just draw them cards. That's totally fine. Maybe my opponent doesn't attack with Doom Whisper because they're worried about their own Vivien Reid, but they should attack. Yeah, absolutely correct here to attack, I think. If my opponent has a counterspell, then I've lost the game. Or a kill spell on Muldrotha, which they could have saved some time by killing. Josu is fine, I guess? So we have to cast this. It has to be Vivien, because I need to kill Doom Whisperer. I guess maybe it didn't. Maybe I could have played the enchantment, made that smaller.
How this thing goes. I've lost so much already. I won't lose more. Draw and fire.
What else is in here? I have to cast Llanowar Elf because I can't. I'm afraid of dying to this. And there's not really a reason to keep this in our hands. Watery Grave is something that we can't attack. We just can't. You know what? We should have. Yeah, that was wrong. We 100% should have attacked Vivien. Josu Vest would have almost certainly killed itself. Palaka Worm. That is your win condition. Well, that and fracking Doom Whispers. Contempt. Yeah. Damn. At this point, I don't think we can... we have another one. We have another one in the deck. It's maybe fine. We should have attacked Vivien Reid. 100%. We have to keep this Vivien Reid around. 1, 2, 3, 6. So they don't have enough to cast Palaka Worm unless they didn't play a land yet. This isn't a normal control deck. Find. Interesting.
The wilds are my shield.
Don't think I care about District Guide. Yeah. I unfortunately don't have a Plaguecrafter. So that's 2 mana gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm only gonna have 6 mana. I think it's more important to just play another creature. As much as I'd love just Findbrokering as well. So this is just a different version of like Sultai Midrange control. No, we don't want any of that on top. This is definitely different from sure. That seems weird. This is definitely different from Best of 1 ladder. more than any of the other weeks I've been playing Best of 3s. This is like stuff I don't see on Best of 1 ladder at all. I need to attack Vivien. I can Memorial to Folly. Are you kidding me? They Palaka Wormed instead. That seems wrong. What? They could have paid life for that. I don't understand. Why didn't they play Hostage Taker? I'm so incredibly confused.
Balance comes.
Okay, I'll take District Guide, I guess. So I can Memorial to Folly something. A creature. So get back Findbroker. I guess I just attack both at Vivien. Hope they kill my Chupacabra. I mean, that has trample, right? Like, I essentially just need to hope that they kill my Chupacabra. I guess I could not attack with Glowspore Shaman in the hopes that they're, like, less inclined to... I don't know. I don't know. I'm staying around and I probably shouldn't be.
Scars are lessons written in skin.
Yeah, shut up, Vivien. Findbroker. Can get back. Journey doesn't work because I have Hostage Taker. I can't sacrifice my own thing. Could get back Vraska. And do nothing? Could get back big Vraska, but I wouldn't be able to play it this turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in game 2. I can't deal with that. Oh, man. It's like a weird mid-rangey style deck. I legit don't know. Bronodons are good. Carter's Tyrant I think is good. Thief of Sanity I think is good. Do I want Scavenger? I guess I want both of those. Dead Weight, not nearly as important. I don't think Journey to Eternity is going to work in this deck. Or in this matchup. Izoni I think is not very good. Muldrotha might not be great here. The thing is, if we can get her online, she's fantastic, but I just don't think we can. Journey to Eternity. They have so many ways to interact with it. I think I'm gonna drop it for this matchup. This game is gonna go long. I think it's possible I should just take out the Llanowar Elves and some of the district guides. Like, I have a slightly less explosive start, but like my explosive start is still like a Planeswalker on 4 instead of 5, right? And I just want like maximum interactivity. Maybe I get rid of another district guide and keep in the Journey, because if we do get to flip Journey, then it's great. Yeah, let's try this. Harsh, man. Harsh my melody. What is up with this mana situation, dude? I mean, we can Thief on 3. And we can Vraska on 6. It's 5. It's 5 lands. Are you serious? I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you think I should mulligan this or keep it. No cheating. Type it now. I have to mulligan this, I think. Thief of Sanity, I think is so good, but my opponent is playing removal and good cards, and I have no pressure on them. This hand's better. It has Bronodon at the very least. So if I have to, I can use Bronodon on something. Yeah, I think we have to keep this. It's possible we should have taken out Muldrotha, but if we can have a Muldrotha online, it's very good. It's just see if our opponent decides to mulligan as well. They're in the tank. Nope, they decide to keep. Do I keep that on top? Yeah. I'll play the Folly first, because Folly has to come in tapped. The others do not. Alright, cool. I didn't get the rest, which is nice. So we can Bronodon on 3 here, which is, you know, decent pressure. Let's see if they thought erasure us. Yep. Probably taking Bronodon. I respect taking Vivien Reid or Muldrotha, but Bronodon is pressure. Yeah. Yep, that's what I assumed. Chupacabra's nice. Problem is, opponent's probably just going to Disinformation Campaign here. Yep. I honestly think we drop Chupacabra. If it is a non-creature spell. Do I have to choose one? Oh, it's May. So I pick it, but I don't necessarily kill it. So I'll choose this, but I'll decline. I'm going to try to exile their Thought Erasure when I attack them, because it does do more damage. But, yep. Of course, they play Hostage Taker, and they can start exiling my stuff. Hopefully I can play Vivien Reid. I can't. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have kept the hand of 5 lands, but, like against, for example, in this matchup, right? Or with this hand that they have, right? I kept the hand with 5 lands. They Thought Erasure one of my 2 actual cards. Yeah, I mean, we're screwed. I hope you guys can feel, like, the actual, just, like, failure that I feel. I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed in how this deck did. I expected it to do better. It did. I've had the main board around for a while. It did fine. I think we even get rid of Carnage Tyrant here. But, I mean, to be honest, it's... Yeah, I mean, that's what I assumed was going to happen. I have things to do. And I can't justify playing a game I'm almost certainly going to lose. That's so disappointing. An hour of loss. I'm buying a pack. I'm so disappointed. So the ramp version didn't do very well in best of 3. I'm kind of surprised. It did really well in best of 1. I guess honestly, what I think that is, what I have to chalk it up to is the opening hand thing. So for those of you who don't know, in best of 1s, you're in the the best 1 ladder. You actually technically draw 2 opening hands, and the deck gives you the most common version, right? So whatever is more statistically likely. So your opening hands are like just better, and I guess that gave me some sort of bias to make me think the deck was better than it was. Yeah, I just gotta keep working on Muldrotha, I guess. But unfortunately, I don't have any more time today, so I'd like to thank Easy Mode, DizzyFam, Radberry, Kyoshin, Daniel, Flowerchild, Zoraga, and Matka's Bad, as well as another patron who has not gotten back to me yet. Their support allows me to make changes. These stupid decks. I hope you enjoyed the video, at least, if for nothing else than seeing 3 grindy value decks. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, and cast a comment to the comment section down below. Until next time, I'll be one.